Hi everybody, welcome to CVC Central Valley Conference Basketball on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Vance Palm, this is Bo Redstone. We have Dre Avalos somewhere out here tonight. She's going to be doing some interviews for us as well. Pleasure to have you with us. What a big basketball game we have over here in Coalinga, California. The West Hills City College Falcons welcoming in the Fresno City Rams. What a big game tonight, Bo. First, let's look at the records and get obvious with that. Falcons 18-4, 9-2 in conference, number 2 in the conference, of course, 16th ranked in the state, and the Fresno City Rams 22-4, number 1 in the conference, number 7 in the state. A great basketball game ahead.
Absolutely, Vance. It's going to be a fast-paced one. Fresno City, the Rams averaging 92 points per game. The West Hills Falcons not very far off that clip at 88 points a game. So you're going to see a high-speed, great collegiate basketball game between these two squads. Should be a really good one.
You know, you talk about Fresno City. We have a brief little highlight package. You can see a little bit of Fresno City and what they put together here with Coach Maddock. Maddock is known for bringing the pressure, keeping the pressure on. This is a basketball team with a ton of talent, and as we go down the rosters tonight, he brings everybody off that bench. He's a committee type of coach that gets his guys on the floor, and going to be a lot of fun to see. Very active pace tonight for the Rams.
Absolutely, Vance. Hey, Fresno City Rams ranked number 7 in the state. They recently dropped after a tough overtime loss to College of Sequoias back on January 31st, 80-79 overtime loss. So they just recently dropped a bit. A really fantastic squad, very high pace, very well coached. You're going to see a lot of different guys come in and score tonight.
We're speaking with Coach RC this week, just kind of touching base with him, and he was talking about this Fresno City team, and he said, Vance, old school pressure basketball. They bring it in every direction on both sides of the floor, so we expect a lot of that. Speaking of head coach Mark Arce and his Falcons of West Hills, why don't we take a look at 5 or 6 of their top performance players tonight. They're going to make it happen here in this highlight package we put together for you. Well, both things start for the Falcons with number 20, Darius Scott, the forward, 6'6", 185 out of Pasadena.
Well, Vance, you're going to like this guy. He can find many ways to score. As you see with the left there, he is very crafty around the basket, a guy that you're going to love by the end of the night, Vance. This guy can really score in bunches. He leads their team at 16.9 points per game. He's a special player, and he leads this Falcon team.
As you say, a talented young man can put it in from everywhere. They're going to need it tonight. 84% from the free throw line, which is nice. If you're going to get to the hole quite a bit, you're going to get fouled. And he also picks up just under 5 rebounds. How about this, though? Lloyd Hanna, 6'4" guard, a sophomore out of West Palm Beach, Florida. He's out here in Cozy, California, eh?
Absolutely. Just an ideal role player, Vance. Averages 13. He can score it. 5.5 rebounds a game, 3.7 assists. Shoots it very well from three-point range at 42%. Just another weapon that this Falcon team continually goes to from time to time.
Again out of West Palm Beach, Florida. How about this? Number 2, Winder Joseph, 5'11", 160-pound sophomore, Bo.
This is my all-name team guy, Vance. I love this name. Winder Joseph, 12.1 a game. Another guy, about 5.5 rebounds a game, 4 assists. You're going to hear a lot of balance out of this team, Falcon team tonight, Vance. 37% from three-point range. Another guy that can just hurt you in the open court. He's very crafty with the ball. Nice passer, as you see there. Winder Joseph.
Eric Hollins Hamilton, number 42, a 6'5", 200-pound freshman center out of John Muir High School in Pasadena, Bo.
Well, I like this guy, Vance, because I'm a back-to-the-bucket guy, and this guy can flat-out do it. He can score back to the bucket, turn and face, very active on the boards. As you see, 6.3 rebounds per game. Nice shot off the glass there. Eric Hollins Hamilton, another guy, and you're going to hear me keep saying it, Vance, balanced by the Falcons all night long.
Man, I want to get out to Florida. From Palm Beach, Florida, Atlantic Christian High School, Ricardo Time. Love that name, a 6'1" guard, a freshman for Coach Arce.
Well, a lot of guys rebound for this team, but none like this guy. Ricardo Time, averaging about 7 rebounds per game. Passes it well. He comes in, he can give you just spurts of energy, and that's what Coach Arce likes about him. Just another guy.
How about this? From Foothill High School out of Bakersfield, California, a 6'3", 180-pound sophomore, number 34, Delvin Hightower.
It's also nice to have a guy who can come off the bench, score 10 a game for you as really their 6th leading scorer. Just does it all. Just a nice 6'3", 180-pound sophomore out of Foothill, loving it down in West Hills.
Coach Arce, 18-4 for the season, 8-2 in conference. Going to be an exciting night. Well, Dre Avalos had an opportunity to catch up with head coach of the Falcons, Mark Arce, a little while ago. Be interested to see what Coach Arce is feeling and talking about right now pregame. Let's go over the drill.
Coach, you and your team are on a 5-game winning streak. What does that do for their confidence and their energy tonight?
Well, it always helps when you win, and we're on a little bit of a roll. But, you know, we've been doing well this year, and we've had quite a few win streaks going here. And the last time we played Fresno, it was just a barn burner. Went down to a 1-point game, and I just think it's going to be a great game tonight, too.
Now, in these 5 games that you've won, what are the strengths that you've seen in the team that you hope that they continue to play with tonight?
You know, we're doing a really good job of sharing the ball. Guys are playing really unselfish, and you know, they play really hard defensively. We play really fast. We bring it hard in the break, but if we don't get it, the guys pitch it around, and we usually get a pretty good shot.
Well, I heard that you had a great shoot-around, great practice, so good luck tonight. I'm sure it'll be a great game. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Well, Bo, I'm just kind of soaking up all this ambience right now. What we're going to do is step away just for a second and observe our national anthem right here on NorCal Sports TV. Once again, everybody, welcome here to West Hills Community College. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Bo Redstone and Dre Avalos. We have a big night of community college basketball here in the state of California. Bo, we have the number 7 and the number 16th ranked team in the state of California for community colleges. A ton of talent here in this gym tonight.
Absolutely, Vance. You know, the walls are pretty close here, and I think we're going to see a lot of pressure, a lot of high-paced action. I think the big question is that at some point, Vance, when teams have to execute down the stretch, they're going to have to slow it down a little bit and maybe be a little more deliberate. It'll be interesting to see which team that is tonight.
Starting 5 for the Fresno City Rams being introduced, and here in just a moment we're going to get the starting 5 for the West Hills Community College Falcons. It's going to be a very, very fun night tonight. We talked about it as you and I were driving here tonight. The pace of this basketball game will be set very early, no joke. It's going to be a fast one, but as you said, sooner or later execution is going to have to play in. How about this? They're going to knock out the lights here and do some introductions. Let's listen in to the public address announcer. Number 10 gets introduced right after Winder Joseph, both from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Great energy in here tonight, Vance. You can see that section across the way over there, the Fear the Flock section here.
Those 3 starters, Ricardo Time, the third one out of Palm Beach, Florida, and now we get Darius Scott, number 20, out of Pasadena High School.
He's our guy, Vance, leading scorer, averaging about 17 a game. He can really play and score in all angles.
And then from Bakersfield, California, from Foothill High School, number 34, Delvin Hightower, and head coach Mark Arce in his 17th season, head coach for the Fresno City Rams, another community college legend here in California, Ed Maddock. Our officials for tonight, Demarius Akins, Vince Condi, and Brett Silvera. So we saw the officials earlier tonight say, you guys ready to go? You've been stretching, you limber? It's time
They
to
were
get rolling.
They were in there stretching out, getting ready to roll. They know it's going to be a fast one. And, they'll definitely be running up and down tonight.
Once again, pleasure to have everybody with us here on NorCal Sports TV. My name is Vance Palm. My partner is Bo Redstone. Dre Avalos will be handing interviews for us. And we have a fun night ahead of us here in Coalinga, California. Here we go. They filled the arena tonight with pom-poms. Every seat had a pom-pom.
They're getting put to use right now, especially in that Fear the Flock section, Vance. I love it. Here we go.
Fresno City in the all-black, West Hills in the all-white. Tip is handled by Fresno City. Straight man-to-man by West Hills.
A lot of screen and rolls early, Vance. They like to pick and go.
Here's the first long look of the night. Dancer, nothing but the bottom of the net, so a quick three-point lead for Fresno City. But here comes the fast break. Look at Hannah. Hannah going to work, loses the handle for a second. Just underway. One shot taken, one shot made. A long three by Georgie Dancer.
Once again, man-to-man pressure by Fresno City as well, so both teams matching strategies early.
A step to the right and a quick pull by Darius Scott. Missed.
Tough shot by the big guy. Not an easy step back.
Pierce trying to make something happen in a ton of traffic. They get the ball back out to David Rico. Rico drains the three.
Vance, they're pretty comfortable. These Rams shooting the ball here and on the road, and a turnover there by the Falcons.
Winder Joseph with a quick turnover, and Mark Arce's seen enough already. A quick 30-second timeout. So once again, gives us a chance to welcome everybody in tonight. NorCal Sports TV welcomes all of you to watch this great game tonight. Central Valley Conference. You're looking at the Fresno City Rams, 22-4, number one in their conference, number 7th ranked team in the state, and they are in the comfy, cozy confines of the West Hills Community College gym. 18-4, 9-2, number 2 in conference, right behind this Fresno City team, number 16 in the state. We do have a halftime guest, and I'm looking forward to speaking to the Associate Dean of Athletics, Eric Mendoza, here at West Hills Community College, and a lot to talk about with Eric.
Absolutely, Vance. Well, no surprise that the Rams are off to a quick start. They like to score in bunches, and those first two three-pointers look pretty clean by the Rams, and they have the possession now up 6-0.
Coach Arce, a quick timeout to gather his Falcons. Saw enough. He saw enough after 3 shots. High picks up top. Pierce loses the handle for a second, dribbles it back. Some great penetration in there, but even better defense, and Scott hangs on to it, gives the ball up to Hightower.
Nice help D there by the Falcons, Vance.
Coach Maddock wanted the call, couldn't believe it, didn't get it. Long shot, doesn't go. Rebounded Fresno City. Here comes Eric Peace. Pass down low. It's a great cut, and it goes up, but no good. Missed shot by Dancer. Here come the Falcons. They threw it off into the corner. Long shot goes up by Hannah. No good. Another miss for the Falcons.
Vance, when two teams get together high-scoring offenses like this, it seems like early on they're struggling a little bit. Both teams shooting the ball.
First foul of the game. Ricardo Time has the foul, and as we talked about with Coach Maddock in our quick little preview that we had at Fresno City, I wasn't joking. He brings in a fresh new 5, all new players now for Fresno City.
No, he does, Vance. He really likes to keep them fresh. They like to roll as high intensity as possible. Offensively, they look pretty crisp, making some nice cuts. A lot of screen and roll, then another 3 there by number 1, Jess Spivey.
Spivey almost gets the steal, but they will make the call on Tyus Milholland. So a foul on Milholland, and now Coach Arce answers back with just a few more players of his own. He's got Eric Hollins-Hamilton coming in. He has Matt Pitter coming in. And we're also going to see TJ Johnson.
A lot of screen and rolls. Nice down screen there by Fresno City to get Spivey open for the three, and they've got 3 of them advanced. They've rolled off 9 in a row, 9-0 run to start the game.
Pitter down the middle, kicks it off to the corner. It's a 12-footer taken by TJ Johnson, and the Falcons are on the board.
Got to start with one, Vance. Nice shot there by number 32, TJ Johnson.
Another nice long shot taken by Jeff Spivey, and so now Spivey's getting hot. 12-2. All 12 points by the Rams have come from behind the arc. Here's another nice 12-footer, and that's made again by TJ Johnson. So the hot hand right now for the Falcons, TJ Johnson.
He can get it going, Vance. He only averages about 6 a game, but he's well on his way to getting his average very early here.
Joseph about to check back in for West Hills. Big pressure down low, 3-man trap, throw away. Great job of defense by West Hills, and now here comes time. Ricardo Time kicks it off in the corner, and that's going to be a reach. And that foul's going to be on Tommy Nuno out of Half Moon Bay, California.
TJ Johnson on that replay, Vance. Beautiful baseline jump shot. Just what the Falcons ordered right now. Vance, seems like the Falcons are getting a little bit more comfortable with what they're doing now, and the defense that the Rams are employing. A lot of pressure, D.
TJ's feeling it. He's looking for some space. He wants to get another shot off. Matt Pitter now has the ball, and he gets some nice space. Ricardo Time goes down low, moving the ball around. 7 on the shot clock. There's a nice left hand. Does it go? No, it does not. Missed shot. Here come the Rams. Drew Cobb kicks it off. Is he that hot? Oh, he misses one. That's Jeff Spivey. Here comes a fast break. Beautiful long pass and a great layup by Ricardo Time with a perfect pass, and it cuts the lead 12-6. But here comes Fresno City. A missed layup and an unfortunate rebound off of Eric Hollins-Hamilton's hands. It'll remain with Fresno City.
Vance Time made a beautiful contest of the shot right here. They go long. He gets out in transition to finish that nicely. Beautiful play on both ends by Ricardo Time.
And you know you made a great full court pass when they pick it up off the bounce and lay it in. That
Absolutely.
15:52 remaining here in the first half. We told you it was going to be a track meet, and it is. 12-6, Fresno City up right now. TJ Johnson out on Tommy Nuno. Nuno in trouble. Picked up his dribble, throws it away. 3-on-2. West Hills. Stolen again, and now it's going to be Milholland with the steal. He kicks it off on the left, and it is made by Lavender.
Hollins-Hamilton lost that, gave a transition opportunity back to the Rams.
Ill-advised pass by Winder Joseph, and a good give and go, and it's made by Fred Lavender. All of a sudden, 16-6 again very quickly. Hannah up, and it's in. Coach Maddock looking for the call. Hey, Coach Maddock actually patted the referee on the back on the way by.
All right.
Gave him a pat on the shoulder.
Well, that was a heck of an athletic play by Hannah.
Spivey's 2 for 3 from behind the arc as the Falcons are going to bring Darius Scott back in. 15 on the shot clock. That's a lot of time left for the Rams. Nuno comes in, the key dribbles. Spivey pulls his, can't get it to go. Rebound, Winder Joseph.
Nice transition defense there by the Rams to get back.
There's a nice shot right there. Really good decision by Hannah.
Boy, Hannah showing what he's got.
Smart decision.
Vance, I love that mid-range. Beautiful jump shot from 15.
Landon Johnson about to come in for the Falcons. He's sophomore out of Kansas City. 16-10. Fresno City still up. Oh, what a nice floater by Milholland, and the Diamond Ranch Academy sophomore out of Rescue, California.
He's their leading guy, Vance, averaging 14 a game.
And that's going to be a reach by Fred Lavender. 13:57 remains here in this first half. 18-10.
Here's a nice look at number 34 in your living room, Tyrus Milholland. Once again, down the middle. Vance, I think that's one thing that the Falcons are going to have to focus on is taking away that middle of Fresno City. Fresno City, their whole entire offense is predicated on dribble penetration to the middle. So keep an eye on that tonight, Vance. They're going to have to, at some point, force it sideline.
Bo, with 13:54 in this first half, it's official now. Every single Fresno City Ram has seen the floor. Layup by Delvin Hightower, the Foothill High School sophomore out of Bakersfield.
Nice penetration and finish there by Hightower.
Long rebound handled by the Rams' David Rico.
Once again, penetration middle, penetration kick. It's good there, Vance.
Jonah Brown.
Whew, they really like to shoot it.
Fun offense. Trap up high. Great ball movement by the Falcons, but it's stripped down low, and it looks like it might be stolen by Dancer, and that's going to be a foul called on the Falcons.
Yeah, he mishandled. A lot of times after a mishandled ball like that, Vance, first thing you do is foul, and he sure did along the baseline.
Fouls on Landon Johnson, 13-11 here to go in the first half, 21-12. Packed house here at West Hills.
Another screen and roll from the top. Continuous dribble penetration.
Nice defense by the Falcons. 10 on the shot clock. That's about the deepest they've gone into a possession this first half. And then the pull by Dancer. No good. Long rebound. Battle for it. Ends back up in the hands of Fresno City.
Fans, the Falcons had a couple nice defensive possessions right there, but they just can't get the offensive rebound. Or the defensive rebound, excuse me.
Hard move to the bucket. Missed, and Coach Maddock can't believe it. Didn't like the shot, nor the fact that there was no foul call. But here comes Ricardo Time. Oh, kicks it in the corner. What a great fake. Darius Scott, and it goes.
Very, very smooth. Very smooth out of Darius Scott, their leading guy at 16.9 a game.
Jonah Brown kicks it over to David Rico. Rico rattles it in. 9-point lead. Here come the Falcons. And a beautiful strong move by Darius Scott, and the Pasadena sophomore brings it to within 7 again. But here comes Fresno City.
Vance, you said you were looking forward to the pace.
Sure am, and this West Hills crowd isn't going to like it. But as Eric Pierce was coming up for the slam dunk, the foul was called on Delvin Hightower, so Delvin picks up his foul, and now we get a full timeout called by Mark Arce and the West Hills Falcons. Great to have everybody with you on Vance Palm with Bo Redstone and Dre Avalos. NorCal Sports TV, this is a Central Valley Conference game between two top teams, and if you're looking for a safe and friendly academic environment, look no further than West Hills College-Coalinga. Our district is nationally recognized, and we strive to provide a world-class learning environment to a diverse population and a down-home friendly atmosphere. The favorite saying of faculty and staff is, mi escuela is your escuela, buddy. Our school is your school. Here are some of the reasons to attend this great campus on West Hills College in Coalinga. Number 1, small class sizes. Number 2, the latest science and technology facilities. Number 3, a wide array of degrees and certificates. Number 4, various financial aid offerings. How about residence halls? West Hills College Coalinga is one of only 12 community colleges in California to offer residence halls. Many of our students enjoy the convenience of living on campus and all that it has to offer. On-campus dining, competitive athletic programs, and number 8, fully accredited. I'll tell you what, Bo, we had a great time riding in here tonight, and we got a tour of the campus, and we walked in and out of the halls and the locker rooms and saw the whole area here. Love this campus.
Well, Vance, like I said, this pace, man, I love it. 24-17, the visiting Fresno City Rams. Chance to extend that lead right now at the line. 11:49 left in the half. A lot of time, my friend.
First free throw of the evening, and it's Eric Pierce, and he misses the first for Fresno City.
Vance, we got a raucous crowd here tonight. I hear a lot of action in the stands. They're very vocal.
Pierce makes the second, and we'll see another sub come in, just Spivey. He's out of Sierra High School in Manteca. He was hot early, made his first 2 threes. Full court pressure getting put on by the Rams. Handled, and a beautiful pass, and a perfect finish by Akeem Tate out of George Westinghouse High School from Brooklyn, New York.
That's how you beat a 2-time trap, Vance. A long pass before it happens.
Nuno has it. He picks up. And should be a foul, and it is. Great jump stop by Drew Cobb. Did the big pump fake, and it put Darius Scott in a tough spot up in the air.
There's that look at that beautiful pass that beat the trap for the Falcons. Like to see more of that if you're a Falcon fan, that's for sure.
And you know, Bo, it's great for our younger basketball players out there watching this. Just stay calm. You have 10 seconds, and if you can hang in there long enough, you end up with those kind of looks. If you just stay calm, poised, collected, even with double traps over here, sometimes a triple trap, if 3 people are on you, somebody's got to be open. Stay calm. Out of the line is Drew Cobb.
The thing they did really well there is they surveyed the floor before it ever happened. They saw that trap coming high, threw the pass over the top. Nice finish.
Cobb makes the second, and it's back to a 7-point lead. 26-19, 11:15 remains here in this first half.
2-time trap, looking to pin him on the sideline. Once again, throw a cross court.
Tate. There's the shot. It goes up. Looked good. Came up just short. Long rebound, and that ends up in the hands of the Rams. How about this? Didn't even think about it. Just turns around and pops it. Tyus Milholland. Now you see why he's the number 1 guy.
Yeah, quick trigger right there, Vance. He can get it off in a hurry and gets nice elevation on his jump shot as well.
Long pull by Tate, doesn't go, and the whistle blew.
Looks like it was just a turnover.
And we have Eric Hollins-Hamilton back in, as well as Winder Joseph back in for the Falcons. 29-19. Fresno City's led every second of this first half, and there's 10.5 left in it. Strong move by Milholland, and not a single Falcon stopped him from coast to coast.
No, that won't please Coach Arce, but they're so have to respect that 3-point ability by Milholland. It made it easy on him that time.
So that's a good-looking bucket right there by Hightower.
Nice screen by number 2. Wow,
That was a Bo Redstone screen right there. Tommy Nuno set a screen that this whole valley could hear. Oh, there's a wide open look by Lavender. Back of the rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound and a long pass down the court for the Falcons. Great save. The shot goes up by time. Right on time.
Nice rebound transition basket there by Winder Joseph leading that break.
Nuno dribbles into trouble, but somehow it ends up in Spivey's hands. After all of that, you've got the sharpshooter in the back corner waiting for it, and it's an 11-point lead now. That's a great pass. And Winder Joseph off to Hollins-Hamilton.
Wow. Man, I'll tell you what, these Rams can really shoot the ball as they're demonstrating tonight. It's just penetration kick all night long. Contested 3.
Spivey can't get it to go. Nuno came in strong. Rebound Falcons.
A little bit of patience now by the Falcons. Might be the slowest pace we've had tonight on this possession here, Vance.
Well, 5 more Rams are coming in at the next dead ball, so get ready to go. There's an open look, and it's taken by time.
Beautiful shot there by time. You can see the conscious effort out of this Fresno City team to deny the middle.
And great defense by the Falcons, and they kept the ball out of the hoop, and here comes. Will there be a whistle? There is not. Shot missed, comes back out. Joseph pulls the trigger. Hey, the banks are open.
It is open.
Nice Saturday night in Coalinga, Bo. Don't tell me they're not.
Little kiss off the glass there by Joseph.
And a missed layup by Tommy Nuno, and it's back to a 3-point ball game. Here come the Falcons with 8:16. And Coach Maddock is trying to get 5 new guys in, but he can't. There has not been a stoppage of play yet. 8-9 left here in this first half. Joseph kicks the ball back out. How about this? Joseph could tie it up. Misses. Rebound. Rams.
Vance, you got to love community college basketball. It's a game of runs, and we're seeing a good one here by the Falcons.
This crowd just on the edge of their seats trying to get back in this thing. They're back in it. They want to really get in it. How about this, though? The long three from Mulholland, not the best shot. And here come the Falcons right down the middle of the floor time and up off the glass. How about that? 34-33. The Falcons have battled back to within one. No timeout taken by Maddock because he's got 5 guys waiting to come in. He's just waiting for some kind of a stoppage of play. Cobb comes in the key, throws it out across, and he's looking for a foul. Didn't get it. Everybody looking for a foul. And the ball ends up in the Falcons' hands. And now here comes Ricardo Time.
Yes, I think this Ram 5 is a bit tired right now.
No call there. Coach Arce can't believe that. Of course they're tired. I'm tired. I need a break. Somebody do something. So, look at this. Tommy Luno forced up a shot and it went in 36-33.
Hightower took a little chin music on that layup there, Vance.
Hannah pulls the trigger. Oh, boy, it had a great line, just couldn't go. 6:40 to go here. Here comes Mulholland down the front side, and that will definitely, oh, goodness, no call. Hannah. And that will be a call, and now Coach Maddock can't believe it. And he is just absolutely livid. He's thinking for sure there's going to be a call here. There is none. Then there's a call down on this side, so wow, what a pace. 6:29 remains here in this first half, 36-33.
Here's a good look at that, Vance. It looked like he did avoid contact with the chest. Looked like they did give the personal foul, the offensive foul to number 34, Hightower. I don't know, Vance. That was a tough call there for Coach Arce and the Falcons.
And all the confusion, Bo, I think Coach Arce had some substitutions that he wanted to make and they didn't get in. I think he thought Coach Maddock had called a timeout. And now it's Rico. He passes it back over to Dancer. Whew.
Georgie Dancer, second 3 of the game for Dancer.
Back to a 6-point game now. 6 minutes to go in this first half. The ball comes in the corner. And it's Pitter. Pitter rattles it in and out, can't go. Rebound, Carl Schneider.
Falcons are going to need that supporting cast tonight, Vance. I can tell you that. They got some guys coming off the bench that they got to contribute.
5.5 remaining here in this first half, 39-33. They bring the ball down low, and he puts it on the floor, but here's an open look for David Rico. Rico drains the 3. Now it's back to a 9-point ball game. It went from a 1-point game to a 9-point game in a matter of seconds, and that's going to be a walk. Unfortunate, T.J. Johnson just lost his footing there, and he was trying to make a move, but he slipped.
Vance, once again, I'll bring up the point of that constant penetration, ball movement, and then they thrive on that 3-point shot that just splashed through the net right then.
Hollins Hamilton and Lloyd Hanna back in. Bo, you made a great point, and I talked to Coach Arce this week. He goes, look, I'm a 6'7" guy. Man, that's what I do. But tonight, he said it's going to be a little different.
Getting out and pressuring this Falcon team, really trying to put some pressure on this Fresno City Ram team who loves to come off these screens and backdoor, dribble drive, penetration offense.
Under 5 to go here in this first half. And Mulholland's lost his touch for a brief moment. Oh, my apologies. That was Carl Schneider. That was Schneider that pulled the trigger there. Mulholland family, take it easy.
Things slowing down a bit.
A bad shot put up by Pierce, and that's the result. The Falcons get the rebound. Hanna to the hole, misses from point-blank range, and here come the Rams. Right down the middle of the floor, Eric Pierce. Pierce wants to go one-on-one, but he gets slowed down. And there's another long ball, gets put up, doesn't go. Rebound, Falcons.
Nice contesting of the shot there. Long 3.
Scott from Steph Curry land. Did not go, 42-33. Pierce Pierce with a nice kick down to Snyder. Snyder misses the two-footer, can't go.
The big fella. Had a look at it.
And a great give and go. Darius Scott with a beautiful pass by Ricardo Time. Back within 7 for the Falcons, 42-35. They've never led. It's been the Rams from the tip. Pierce.
Once again, Fresno City looking for that penetration. High screen and roll.
They give it to the tallest player in the gym for a moment, Snyder at 6'8". The back door is perfect, and it's laid in perfectly. Georgie Dancer.
That's how to beat pressure, Vance. Just backdoor it.
.310 to go. Long shot gets pulled, back of the rim, doesn't go. And the Fresno City Rams have an opportunity to stretch it into double digits again. It's 44-35, under 3 to go here in this first half. Jonah Brown's back in, by the way, for Fresno City. Now they're below the 10-second mark on the shot clock. Now Snyder getting hot. Wow. Carl Snyder out of Monte Vista Christian High School. He drains a 3, and now it's a 12-point lead. Ball knocked out of the hands of Delvin Hightower from behind. And here comes 5 new guys for the Fresno City Rams with 2.5 exactly to go here in this first half. We're going to see Allens Hamilton come out. We're going to see Hightower come out for the Falcons.
Falcons need to be careful these last 2.5 minutes of the half, man. So they don't want to let this lead get away. We have a timeout on the floor, it looks like.
We have a timeout, and that'll let me remind you that at halftime, here at West Hills Community College, the NorCal Sports TV halftime guest will be Eric Mendoza, the Associate Dean of Athletics. Oh, goodness, Bo, this should have been our pregame. The Harris Ranch Inn and Restaurant. Harris Ranch Inn and Restaurant is a showcase for one of the West's most prominent ranching brands. Located midway between Los Angeles and San Francisco, this family-owned business has welcomed generations of travelers serving as stewards of California's heartland and ambassadors of authentic Western hospitality. Whether guests arrive by car or plane on the private property landing strip, Harris Ranch Inn and Restaurant is a culinary destination and a restful stop located in the town of Coalinga, south of Visalia. Drivers have easy access from I-5 to multiple restaurant experiences, a county store stocked with local goodies for taking home or giving as gifts, and a comfortable hacienda-style inn to rest for at least a night. Several events, great promotions for this February. Go to harrisranch.com for details.
Here we go, Vance. You got your breath?
2.5 left here in this first half. 12-point lead for LA City. They have been nothing short of remarkable in putting that ball in the hole and getting 17 players on the floor in less than 20 minutes. Oh, great pass and a strong move by Ricardo Time.
Nice dish there by Joseph.
Yeah, Winder does the work. Oh, turnover. Johnson down the near side, over to the corner. It might be a 3. It is a 3. Ricardo Time comes up short. Rebound, Fresno City. Stolen by Ricardo Time. Time comes in and puts it up. Oh, if he just would have hung on for a second, he had some help. A quick press break. Milholland has it, and he gets fouled on the baseline. And, you know, in all of this basketball mayhem, this is the 9th total foul, Bo, so there's just...
it's been a pretty clean game. I mean, you know, the fouls have been spread out. Hardly had any free throws tonight, so if you're a fan, you got to love it, because it's just going up and down.
I do. Fan first. 1:48 remaining here in this first half. 10-point lead. Spivey will take it out, lobs it up. Great job out there by Ricardo Time to see the eyeballs of Spivey. He read Spivey's eyeballs. They were going for the alley-oop to Lavender. Didn't work. Here come the Falcons. Johnson with the look down low. Gets it. 3-pointer from the low corner.
He's already above his average. He's got 7 and really playing well, TJ Johnson.
Milholland pulls the trigger. He's left wide open. That can't happen if you're a Falcon, because Tyus Milholland,
man, that trigger is so quick. He gets it off in a hurry. That's tough to defend.
We're going to dip below the minute mark here in 5 seconds.
50-40. What a pace.
Oh, great look in there by Lloyd Hanna. He just kept it to himself. I thought he might kick it off. He hung on to it, dropped it in. 8-point lead for Fresno City. Pressure coming up high on Milholland. Spivey has the ball knocked for a moment.
Falcons show a little bit of a trap defense here, Vance, trying to mix it up a little bit. Coach Arce wants to see a different look. Golly, that guy has got a trigger.
Long pass down the court, and it's intended for Winder Joseph. Coach Arce looks back at Ricardo Time and says, hey, I know it's a play on words, and I'm surprised I haven't used more of them, but we've got time for that. We've got time for that. Right now is not the time.
Look at that trigger there. Woo, Tyus Milholland. I'm telling you, Vance, I've seen a lot of quick triggers, but that's a really, really quick one.
From Diamond Ranch Academy.
It seemed like it barely touched his hand, and it was up. A lot of confidence out of that young man.
Well, his feet are ready, his eyes are ready, he just needs the ball. Nice ball fake there by Lavender. He loses it though. Oh, the hustle by Nuno kept that alive, but all of a sudden Landon Johnson.
That was a great read there, Vance, by Landon Johnson to read that pass. They've been dribble penetrating all night long, so he decided to go and grab that kick. 53-42, 7 seconds left. We'll see what the Falcons do here, Vance. I don't think they know the clock. Now he knows. The crowd let him know it. On the run, no good at the buzzer.
53-42 the score. And it's a 9-point lead for the Fresno City Rams. It has been an absolute torrid pace here. And NorCal Sports TV, so happy to have you with us for Central Valley Conference. Your thoughts on that first half?
Vance, the pace was phenomenal. It was something that this whole crowd loves to see, especially the Fear of the Flock section in the corner over there. I'm not sure they're overly happy right now with an 11-point deficit, but I'll tell you what, a lot of good runs by both teams, but it was difficult for the Falcons to come out and sustain that run against a team that just keeps on throwing different guys at you with this Fresno City Ram team, Vance.
We talked about this, coming up here. I don't mean to overstate it, but we were kind of just joking about the pace of this game and can't wait. I love this old school type of run and gun, and you look at these NBA teams that have kind of set this template now. If your shooters are ready and they've got about a foot of space, it's going up. Well, we see Tyus Milholland. He is absolutely a threat from 30 feet, and that's not an exaggeration. So the score right now, 53-42. We're at halftime here at West Hills Community College in Vance Palm. Bo Redstone and Dre Avalos was trying to catch Coach Mark Arce, but he was out of here.
Coach Arce, work to do. He said he had to get out there and rally his troops in the locker room. I'll tell you what, Vance, in looking at this crowd, I've seen some replays, and I'm watching the crowd, and it looks like a tennis match. These heads are going back and forth about as quick as you can go. And it just shows the pace of the game. I mean, a lot of atmosphere, great atmosphere here at the Falcon Arena. I mean, it's number one versus number two in the CVC conference. That's what you came to see.
Let's talk about Coach Arce for a moment. Mark Arce was an assistant coach at CSU Bakersfield for many years under Pat Douglas when they had their big-time national prominence, won national championships. One team went 33-0. Then he accepted a position as the head basketball coach at Bakersfield College for the Renegades, and had an incredible career there, making runs at state championships there, and then finally got the call to come up to Coalinga High School and be at West Hills College. And we were talking to him as he was showing us the campus, and he goes, fellas, to be honest and transparent, I didn't plan on this being like the stop, but it's ended up becoming the stop of my life.
Well, you make a stop, and then 16 years later, you find yourself in your 17th year, coaching a great team. Like you said, they're on a great run. They're 18-4. They're trying their best tonight to try to tie this Fresno City team at the top of the conference. So, once again, Vance, it's just a pleasure to be here. Coach Arce doing a great job with the Falcons, and I'll tell you what, he's got his hands full tonight, though, my friend.
I must tell you that I've seen one of the better halftime promotions. They hand out all these flyers, you fold them up and make paper airplanes, and then they put cash in the middle of the logo. and whoever gets the closest plane gets the logo. So
I love it. Both paper airplane contest for money? Are you kidding me? I love it.
Take a break, Bo. I'm going to bring in my special guest now, and nice to have with us the Associate Dean of Athletics, Eric Mendoza, and Eric and I were having a chat before the game and catching up, and as you would probably assume in the sports world out here in the state of California, a lot of mutual friends. Eric, great to have you here. First of all, what did you think of the first half?
That's an average Saturday for Coalinga. What do you think about that? Does that happen everywhere in 3C2A basketball or what?
Well, we love it. Bo and I love that pace. He was talking about it looks like a tennis crowd. The heads just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What do you see in your West Hills Falcons?
No, it is exciting, and you know that Fresno City is going to come at you in waves. They do it every year under Coach Maddock, and similar to the first meeting at Fresno, you just kind of stay within that double-digit lead low, 10, now down by 11. It's time for West Hills to make that run, and Coach Arce is usually really good about coming out with a game plan. And so, of course, this important next quarter of the half is very important for us.
Packed house tonight. Can't find a seat anywhere. The pom-poms are out. This is a raucous crowd. It's because of the success in basketball.
And exactly. And a large credit to Coach Arce and his connections over the years here in the community. And what great fan support because of those relationships over the years. Not only do you have students here from our residence halls and our athletic programs, but you also have faculty, staff, administrators, neighbors, business owners. It's really what makes Coalinga special. It's why Coach Arce has been here for many years. It's why people like myself are so attracted to be employed by West Hills Community College District. It is a special place.
As I'm listening to your response, I'm seeing so many segues into my bullet points that I want to talk to you about. But first, before we talk about spring sports, as one of them walked past me, let's talk about football.
Right. Couldn't be more proud of first-year head coach Justin Berna and what he's done with our football program, creating a new culture for us. It just so happens that we are going to be playing in the national division next year. Because of our success over the years, West Hills College has been identified as one of 2 teams to play for the state playoff bracket, if you will. So Tier 1 with the top 18 programs in Northern California, and because of Coach Berna and the student athletes that we have, the hard work that they put in, the coaching staff, it's a credit for a small school like Coalinga. We'll be one of the smallest schools competing against the big boys.
Oh boy, good. Yep. I've interviewed a lot of athletic directors, associate deans, and I don't know if I've ever brought up the subject of the rodeo.
Right, a nationally ranked program here. Coach Justin Hampton, who's working on our scores table, and just the involvement of how Coach Arce kind of unites the campus. Our rodeo coach is working the table tonight, and what a great multi-million-dollar facility that we have at the rodeo arena. It attracts athletes from all over the West Coast, if not nationwide, and we're unique because there's not a lot of rodeo programs in Community College, California, and so we compete against 4-year universities, Fresno State, UNLV, Wyoming, all the West Coast, and not only that, we're a top 10 program in both men and women. It's a unique sport to have, and it's fun. It's as fun as this event. Can you imagine? I think March 8th and 9th, all of this crowd will be at the arena.
As you've been making your ascension up in the collegiate sports world, was this your first stop in a rodeo environment?
It is, yeah.
From Fullerton, your background to now.
Yeah, there's only a handful of rodeo programs, and most of them are in Northern California,
right.
And most of them do have schools that have housing, and so it's definitely a first, a little bit of a learning curve. But like everything else, the passion that you see from our student athletes and our coaches, you can't help but be excited. And it's a unique, special, another program that we have that makes us unique.
That's great. As Bo and I were driving in this afternoon, we stopped and watched a little bit of the baseball game. Let's talk some spring sports.
Yeah, softball and baseball, 2 unique situations that we have a veteran coach. Stacy Mosier's been here for 20 seasons.
Wow.
And then on the baseball side, we have Jason Smith, who's been here all of 2 months. So it was a late hire. We have kind of 2 dynamics. Early in the season, 2 young programs on the field, a lot of freshman players, first-year collegiate athletes. And so we're looking forward as they prepare for the conference season. So right now we're going through our non-conference schedule. in anticipation of a good competitive conference season.
Earlier in the first half, I was reading on air so much of what makes the student-athlete experience here so different from so many other schools, and I was just going down the list in those top 8 that are featured. This is a great community college, isn't it?
I've been associated with both Northern California and Southern California community colleges for the last 20 years. This is my 5th stop, and I tell people all the time, I've been here a year and a half. I have never seen a college campus more suited for student-athlete success. We are built like a small four-year university in that we have residence halls, we have food services, we have student programs, student services, that the transition from high school to university can be intimidating for a lot of 17, 18-year-olds, and especially their parents, who are maybe intimidated by sending their son and daughter off to a 4-year university, and this kind of prepares them.
Right.
We're a 2-year community college, and the best way I sum it up is it's not a big family because we're small. It's a small family, and it's a very welcoming environment. And you walk around campus at any given time of the day, chances are you're going to run into a student athlete. It's a student athlete, student-centered campus that you can't help but be successful, and we put all the things in place for them to be successful, and our goal is ultimately for them to move on to the next level and graduate from here.
Eric, thank you for your time. Very impressed with the campus, with this crowd, and everything you put together here. It means a lot to have us up here, and congratulations, and keep it up, buddy.
Thanks for having us, and we appreciate NorCal Sports TV for showcasing our student athletes. Thanks again.
Appreciate that.
You got it. Thanks.
Well, we finally caught up with head coach Mark Arce. Dre, take it away.
Coach, you trail by 11 going into the second half, but the team hasn't played badly. There was a point when the defense and offense stepped it up, and they were within 1. They haven't lost energy. What was the message to them in the locker room to make sure they keep that up in the second half?
Well, they shot it great. They had 11 threes. I hope they can't sustain that kind of shooting. I don't think we're playing bad defense at all. I think they're just making shots. Shoot, we shot 51%, so you're right. We did play well. We just got to try to keep in contact here, grind it out, and, just cut it a little bit at a time. But this is a game that's going to be a big run, so we could easily even this up. They could go out back 10, and just hope at the end, you're the last one that makes the run.
It's been a very fast-paced game on both ends, but how do you make it Falcons pace?
We play good fast, so we don't really want it to slow down too much. I thought they got a little tired. They play a lot of guys, so, if you can keep them on the court, not a lot of dead balls, and get them running up and down, it'll take a toll on those guys, I believe. My guys play long minutes. They're used to playing fast and playing a long time.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in second half. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dre. Appreciate that. Well, you heard what Dre was talking to Coach Arce about, and I thought it was great. I loved her question. She said, hey, how do you make this Falcon pace? And his answer was, I'm good with the pace right now.
Right, Vance. Well, really the story of the game so far, Vance, is, Fresno City's made 13 threes, and that's 39 of their 53 points. West Hill is not quite as efficient, 4-15, that's 27%. So really the difference in the game thus far has just been shooting the basketball, and Fresno City's done it a lot better thus far.
I thought I saw the Rams for just a split second get a little fatigued there when Coach Maddock couldn't get a stoppage of play. He was just waiting for the whistle to blow to get his guys in there, and when it didn't happen, you saw that little window, that little gap of time where the Rams looked a little fatigued. And the reason I bring that up is if the Falcons can, take care of that basketball and stretch out some of these possessions, it's possible that could be a window to slide through, because right now they're down 11 to start the second half.
No question. And then, Vance, I think one of the adjustments that the Falcons are going to have to make is they're going to have to find a way to keep Fresno City out of the middle with penetration, because every time that happens, they pass the ball out, it's a closeout situation, and once again they penetrate middle, and then eventually they're wide open for a three. So that's been the pattern so far for Fresno City, and it's been a successful one. When you're shooting it that well, like I said, 39 points are all from three-point shooting, you're probably going to keep shooting it.
Hope you're enjoying this on NorCal Sports TV. Again, that's Bo Redstone. I'm Vance Paul. Thanks to Drew Avalos for that great interview with Coach Arce. We'll see a little bit more of Drew in the post game. And, you talk about the number 1 team in the conference and the number 2 team in the conference. You've got the number 7th ranked team in the state of California. Think of how massive this state is and how many community colleges are here in this state. And we have the number 7 and the number 16 program in the same gym tonight. And, Coach Arce mentioned something to us when he was doing a walk around. He goes, guys, you're going to see a total slice of Americana in our gym tonight, from ages 1 to 90. The entire demographic of our crowd is going to be a lot of fun to see. And boy, he's right. I'm looking at it across the floor here, and we see quite a bit.
Well, I'll tell you, Vance, you're absolutely right about that. And as we continue to watch these replays and some of the footage from the first half, once again, I'll tell you, it's just a pace that it's fun to watch. You like to say there's not a lot of defense being played, but actually there is. There's a lot of deflections, a lot of guys getting out in passing lanes, and unfortunately for the Falcons, they just have really, really been the victim of just some excellent sharp shooting by the Rams. But you know what, Vance? It's a game of runs. They're down 11, the Falcons to start the half. There's absolutely no telling who's going to win this one. We probably won't know that for about another 18 minutes.
The occupancy here in the West Hills Community College gym is 1,520. Tonight's attendance, 1,580. So we're 60 over the occupancy level here. Don't tell anybody. Don't make phone calls. But this is a fun, action-packed crowd here tonight. And got about a minute left here.
I love it, Vance. If you take a look over in that far corner, the Fear the Flocks are dancing. They're having a great time. The mascots they're into what's going on here. And as I say that, here comes the Fresno City Rams back on the floor, looking pretty destined for what they want to accomplish tonight, and that's to keep hold of that number 1 spot and to up their state ranking for the seeding of the community college playoffs.
A quick little NorCal Sports TV hello to Scotty Weiss, Denver East High School, now at Santa Clara University. He's a redshirt, 5-star basketball camps, and you have a special hello from Coach B. Glad you're watching. Thank you, you're watching. We have a lot of people watching from all over the country. I know we have a lot of West Palm Beach Floridians watching tonight, so here we go.
Absolutely.
Second half action.
All right, put your seatbelt on, Vance.
Time to go. Ball's got to get in, and it does to Lloyd Hanna. Falcons of West Hills Community College trail by 11. Hanna comes in, a nice pass down low, but they pull it back out, and it's going to be a look by Hanna. Hanna can't get it to go. Everybody boxes out for the black jerseys of Fresno City.
Falcons out in denial.
Uh-oh. Spivey could not connect. And
a rare miss.
Fast break. Darius Scott, beautiful pass down low, and he felt the pressure from behind. He could tell that Tommy Nuno was behind him, and it's back to a 9-point game.
Nice usage of the rim there by number 2.
Long look there by Rico, and Rico gets his 3 to drop. So shooting percentage super high tonight for these Fresno City Rams, and they take them from long range. The ball gets moved around. There's a great look by Hightower, and he gets it.
Tell you what, Hightower having a nice game tonight, Vance. He's been inside and outside a little bit. Starting to feel with the Foothill product from Bakersfield.
56-44, 12-point lead for Fresno City. You can hear the coaching staff from West Hills talking about making sure there was no back door. Strong move to the hole. Does he get it to go? He does not, but he battles it back in. Tommy Nuno.
Nice put back there by Nuno. Pretty persistent. Looks like they got the warning there, the Fresno City Rams, to delay a game warning. Ooh, nice move in the front court there by Winder Joseph. Over to their leading scorer just off the heel. And here come the Rams.
Beautiful pass down low from Nuno right down into Zach Savage.
There's another name we haven't mentioned much at all tonight, Vance. Zach Savage, 6'5", 215-pound sophomore out of Patrick Henry High School in San Diego.
He was on the floor in the first half, just hadn't scored. The long pull there by Scott doesn't go. 13-point lead for Fresno City, and here they come. Oh, wide open look, missed by Rico.
Someone forgot to guard that guy, Vance. There was nobody within the vicinity of him.
Here comes Winder Joseph. He comes up strong, goes to the bucket, and that will be a foul.
Coach Arce calling his troops up here, obviously wanting to see what happened down there. Someone just completely lost their man.
Yeah, his back is to me, but I know what he's saying. How in the world does 22 get open?
No doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, Vance, maybe that is the remedy. Maybe leave the guy wide open. And there's the penetration there by Joseph to the basket. Good strong move by the young man out of Lakewood Christian High School, West Palm Beach, Florida. Vance, I think you've been to Florida a few times. Maybe just a few?
Just a few. There's a nice one.
Here we go. Here come a whole new set of Rams here, Vance.
Can you believe this? Vern Begso telling me that with 17:36 to go in the second half, that is the first free throw attempt.
Oh, I can tell you he's right, Vance.
By West Hills.
Because at halftime we didn't have any if you were a West Hills fan, so.
Thank you, Double V. And Joseph makes them both.
Maybe they should get there more.
Well, we've seen a couple things. Leave the Rams wide open and try to get to the hole as hard as you can if you're the Falcons. But how about this? A strong bump, no foul. And here comes Hightower right down the middle of the floor, kicks it in the corner. They move back, and it's a long three taken. Doesn't make it, but a great follow by Lloyd Hanna.
Woo, Lloyd Hanna, the 6'4", 165-pound sophomore gets up, Vance.
Back to a single-digit deficit for the Falcons, 60-51. But there's that Tyus Milholland. Snyder way up top.
Good pressure defense here by the Falcons.
And what's the call? It's going to be a call on the Falcons. It's going to be on Matt Pitter.
Well, Vance, he was playing behind. If you watch him here, there's that three-point attempt and a nice follow there by number 10, Hanna. There's a shot of Coach Arce, kind of looking down his bench thinking, let me see here.
Substitutions in and out. We start to see T.J. Johnson back in the ball game. Ricardo Time back in the ball game. And looks like we're going to get Winder Joseph back in there. So Coach Arce also using as much of a revolving door as you can. Look, if it's your style, like Coach Maddock, to play all of your entire roster, you're used to that. But Coach Arce, but here comes the steal. The Falcons, a quick pass out, and it's T.J. Johnson. Johnson comes up, misses the layup. Great defense, and then turned over back in the hands of Drew Cobb. Cobb off to Milholland. Holland to the hard of the hole, and he drops it in. A super quick score and a bad pass by the Falcons, 62-51. Coach Arce did not give Delvin Hightower a long rest at all. He barely got off the floor.
He didn't. Tough sequence there for the Falcons, giving up that turnover, and then the other way, giving up the basket, and then once again the turnover. So tough sequence there, down by 11 once again, 16:40 left in the second half.
Nuna will take the ball out. They tried the dunk last time, and Milholland gets the easy bounce pass, and the coaching staff for the Falcons were actually barking out those orders prior to the ball coming in. So to see it happen, as we've lost the scoreboard here on the west side, but that gets in Delvin Hightower, so we're going to work off this side. Wide open Milholland, and the buzzer went off, so we've got some technical difficulties here in the gym because the west board is off. That board is off. That's not working. And we also have the buzzer going off inadvertently, so Milholland saying, hey, I'm right in the middle of my shot, and
yeah, I'm not sure what happened here.
And Coach Maddock not making friends with this West Hills crowd as he's overstating the obvious that we're having some technical difficulties. We have the west side scoreboard. That's back up. And so
it's going to be interesting to see who they award the basketball to here, Vance, because the Falcons actually came down with that loose ball rebound. So we'll see what happens here.
And it's going to stay in Falcons' possession, I believe. And by the way, some great referees tonight. Demarius Akins, Vince Condi, and Brett Silvera. They've done a really, really nice job. Running with these young cats.
No kidding, man.
Oh, they give the ball to West Hills. So that's a bit of a break for Coach Arcee's Falcons.
Full court pressure here by Fresno City.
Time down the corner. Hollins Hamilton, and now he gets it back over to Hannah, who misses a layup. Left-handed shovel pass over to the corner, and it is good by Jonah Brown, but a great assist by Delvin Hightower. Pass down low, a good feed down low, goes up off the glass, not the best angle. Hard work down there by Darius Scott, doesn't happen. 14-point lead now again for Fresno City. Milholland up off the glass, just exploding tonight.
Fierce competitor Tyus Milholland. He is really imposing himself here in the second half in a different way.
Coach Arcee calls the timeout. It's a 16-point lead for Fresno City. A lot of time left in this basketball. A full timeout taken by Mark Arcee.
There's Milholland on the end on that play right there to the basket advance. Really, really showing a different way of scoring. He was a three-point guy in the first half.
Talked with Eric Mendoza about this great campus and why West Hills College Coalinga. If you're looking for a safe and friendly academic environment, look no further than West Hills College Coalinga. Our district is nationally recognized, and we strive to provide a world-class learning environment to a diverse population and a down-home friendly atmosphere. The favorite saying of faculty and staff is, "Mi escuela es su escuela." I'll give you 8 reasons to attend West Hills College Coalinga. 1, small class sizes. 2, the latest in science and technology facilities. 3, a wide array of degrees and certificates. 4, various financial aid offerings. 5, a residence hall. 6, on-campus dining. 7, competitive athletic programs. 8, fully accredited. And also, they have a fantastic fan support for their basketball games. And you know, West Hills College Coalinga, one of only 12 community colleges in California to offer residence halls. Many of the students enjoy the convenience of living on campus, and there's so much to offer here. So I'll tell you what.
Well, Vance, I want to see how West Hills handles this 16-point deficit right now. That's a pretty good run here by Fresno City. This is a big moment, big possession, I feel. Falcons.
The pressure by the Rams is endless, absolutely endless for 40 minutes. They push Hannah to his left. He crosses back, but they put it in Hightower's hands. He comes up short. Oh, but look at the work down with Darius Scott. The hard-working Darius Scott out of Pasadena. That was a much-needed bucket, Bo.
No question. Darius Scott's one of those guys, Vance. You know, he's got a great left and great right hand. You don't know which hand he's going to shoot it in. He's really long. Nice play by Scott.
Spivey puts it back in the hands of Dancer. Dancer started this whole barrage off tonight. A hard move to the bucket, and that's going to be a blocking foul. It'll be a 2-shot opportunity for Georgie Dancer.
Vance, for a moment there, it looked like Hightower really tried to cut off the middle, and then eventually he got to the middle once again, penetrates, and everybody was just a little bit late on the help there. Going to have to agree with the call there. 69-55. Make it 70. We're at 70, Vance, and there's a lot of time left here. 14:44 in the game.
That foul was actually called on Hollins Hamilton. So Eric Hollins Hamilton will come out. Coach Arcee there to greet him, saying, "Good work, nice work." At the line is Georgie Dancer out of Modesto, California. He knocks it in.
Matching their biggest lead of the night, 16 points. Ooh, dangerous pass there.
We changed it at the last second, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Hightower, strong move to the bucket. Does he get it to go? He does it, misses, and here come the Rams. They're up by 16, 71-55. Lavender over to the hands of Dancer. Dancer throws it in the corner. A rare turnover for as much as they push the tempo. Not a lot of turnovers committed by the Rams tonight.
Well, Vance, I just saw the Fresno City coach motion to Dancer, "Hey, stay on the floor. Don't jump to make a pass." And he nodded in agreement, as did Dancer.
There's a look. It's a wide open pull, and it goes by Lloyd Hannah. Hannah left alone, and the football team will over there in the corner in the fear of the flock zone, giving him the love too.
Vance, it was really close to a 3 on the line.
Oh, they gave him 2?
They gave him 2.
Oh, it was a 2 they gave him, Vern. They gave him a 2, Vern. That's Vern Vegzo, statistician extraordinaire. Best in the business. So it's a 14-point lead. Tommy Nuno to the glass. Can't make the 4-footer. Should have, and Coach Maddox going to make a change. Trouble here for the Falcons. Look out. He's pressured, and he gets rid of it to Hightower. 3-on-2. Ball comes in the corner to Joseph. Can't get it to go. Battle for it underneath the hole. Ends up in the hands of Dancer.
Wow, Vance, that was one of those threes in the corner that would have really ignited this crowd and got him back within
11. Had it gone down.
Interesting to see the Rams kind of slowing it down here.
Yeah, he wants to get the other 5 in, so he's just willing to just pull it back for a second and not make mistakes. Here's the lob to Dancer, and a backdoor. Wendell Joseph gets caught.
Nice play there.
13 to go here in this second half. A nice move by Time. Time puts it over in the hands of Scott. Scott gets it to go. So Darius Scott drops one in.
Man, Scott has a really smooth shot. You know, he doesn't put a lot of effort into it. It's not the quickest shot in the world, but man, it's smooth.
Spivey showed ball for a second, brought it back, quick hands, pass down low to Nuno, and it goes. That's a nice play, great offensive set.
Well, just when you start to get out and extend to try to get the 3-pointer taken care of, they go inside. Nice adjustment by Fresno City.
Number 17 in the state of California. Oh, great pass down. Oh, what a look. Oh, and a miss from underneath the hole. Ricardo Time. Can they get one extra point? They do. So the 2-point miss, and Hannah for the 3.
Here we go, man.
Nuno has his spin down, and he's done it many times. Tommy Nuno comes in and does that spin. But here comes Wendell Joseph. And that'll be an offensive foul on Joseph.
I'll tell you, he made a nice adjustment to defend that penetration there, what you'd call the Euro step. Joseph not real happy with it, but tell you what, he made a nice adjustment on that play.
5 new players in for Fresno City. 77-63.
There's a nice look at that charge there. Really nice job. Fresno City took away that penetration there by Joseph. 77-63. It kind of just feels like the Falcons are having trouble getting over the hump right now. They seem to cut it within 11, and then before you know it, it's a 3 back to 14. So they're going to have to try to get it down to single digits here as we get under 10 minutes here soon.
I like that. 6-footer. Does it go? Wow. It does. So Darius Scott, the 6'6 sophomore out of Pasadena, calm, cool, and collected. He has put some important buckets in. That gets it within 12. Coach Arce wants them up. He wants to push the Rams behind the line. The last 6 or 7 points have been from underneath the hole. I say that, and a hole. Milhouse thought he might make that one. Here comes Scott right down here in front of us. Goes back the other way. 12-point lead for Fresno City. Can the Falcons do something here to get within single digits? Oh, double bounce off the rim. Look at the effort. Here comes the ball over here, and the silky smooth hands of Vern Vegzo able to pull that rock in. 11-11 on the clock. Make a wish if you're the Falcons right now.
Tell you what, there's that nice shot there by Scott. Just a real soft touch inside the lane to cut it to 12. The Falcons desperately need some stops here.
To the corner, behind the arc, and it goes. David Rico.
Vance, you cannot rest. If you're a defender on the Falcons, you cannot rest. You've got to get out and defend a 3. They can obviously shoot it.
And if you're a Fresno City Ram and you're coming to this program, you're basically being told everybody gets a run, everybody gets a shot.
That's right. If you're shooting it well, you're staying in.
Rico, back to back. That one's a little long, and the West Hills crowd wants it over the back. They're not going to get it. 80-65, 15-point lead for Fresno City. 10:27 left in this second half. There's a steal, and it's TJ. He's got it. He lays it up, and it's in. Johnson.
Coach Arce moving these guys, wanting to move these guys up to get some pressure.
Rico from downtown can't get it to go, and that will be West Hills basketball. So 80-67, we're going to see Hightower back in, Joseph back in for the Falcons.
There was a nice steal. TJ Johnson in your living room with a nice finish. Cutting into that lead, that 15-point lead at Fresno City has imposed. 10:09 remaining in the game, 80-67. Advance, eventually we're going to get to these possessions being pretty doggone important.
Well, we heard Dre Avalos talk to Coach Arce at halftime about taking care of the basketball, minimizing the mistakes. Oh, wow, beautiful move by Lloyd Hanna. That was special. And could it be a big three? Comes up short, long rebound Fresno City. Here we go, 5-on-3. Milholland takes a look at it, comes in, throws it back out. Great decision making there, and Tommy Nuno lays one off the glass from 2 feet. So under 10 to go here. Joseph kicks it in the corner. Scott.
Nice interior.
Yeah, we're going to see a free throw shooter at the line. It'll be Eric Hollins Hamilton. He will go to the line.
I'll tell you what, Vance, that was a beautiful pass by Darius Scott. Interior pass, inside, off penetration, dumps it into the big guy, and he's hacked and will go to the line. He'll have to earn it the hard way.
Fouls on Tyus Milholland. Now at the line, shooting 2, and he misses the first, is Eric Hollins Hamilton. And Hannah will come out, and Ricardo Time will come back in. Second free throw made by Hollins Hamilton.
True freshman. Vance, he's going to need all of those points there, and so are the Falcons. Need some stops if you're a Falcons fan right now. Fear the Flock needs to get up in the corner if they're going to get this crowd going.
Cobb has it up high. Milholland has it, looking for some space. Milholland stops, runs out of space. It is stolen by Darius Scott. Scott wants to go hard to the bucket. He does. He is fouled, and he will go to the line. So I'm really impressed with Darius Scott and his stick-to-itiveness, Bo.
Well, Vance, he's not leading their team in scoring by accident. He's a guy that just finds different ways to score in transition there, going into the interior of the Fresno City defense. Here he comes, keeps the ball protected. He would probably like to have that and one, but he'll go to the line and try to earn it the hard way. First one is off the mark.
Bo, you see that Coach Arce basically has his Falcons back at half court right now, not even in the box, not even in the lane for free throws. And
well, that's the ultimate respect of a transition game of your opponent, deciding to pick them up at half point. But you do, like I said, you have a lot of confidence in your free throw shooter. Hopefully he makes it, and he does.
13-point game. You're right, Bo. You and I, we're our minds are thinking a lot alike. You know, just how much of a lead is it? How much does it get stretched? How much does it get tightened back up? Under 9 to go, 82-69. Fresno City has led the entire basketball game from the tip. A backdoor bad pass stolen by Time, and it's a fast break, and it is a beautiful block by Tommy Nuno. Eric Hollins Hamilton went up. Fresno City crowd loves the block. The West Hills crowd here, obviously crying foul, but
here we go, Vance. Take a look at this, my friend. Looks like he has almost an uncontested layup and really finds a way to get out around the front of that offensive possession there.
Hollins Hamilton throws one up. You like to see how him go up with the left hand and use your right hand as a guard.
Absolutely. Vance, you got any action there?
Look, they don't want any of me. They don't want any of me.
Looks like Coach Arce is going to call for a 30-second timeout here for the Falcons.
Just a quick one, 8:28, short timeout, 82-69 here on NorCal Sports TV. Great to have you with us, everybody. A Fit Pro Go, the most delicious shake ever. Made from real California milk, gluten and lactose-free. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Meeting rooms on demand, a unique alternative to hotel meeting rooms with a new location in Fresno. And I want to find out more about that. I like it.
All right, Vance. Well, once again, 13-point deficit. Both teams, not a lot of fouls, no foul trouble at this time. Three apiece, team fouls.
This great presentation on NorCal Sports TV brought to you in part by West Hills College, Coalinga, Harris Ranch Inn and Restaurant, Fit Pro Go, Media Rooms on Demand. Hey, dude, in a fast-paced game like this, bro, you better
We got a lot going on here, man. We got stats, we got advertisements, we got all kinds of stuff going on.
Dude, you're not calling the Masters, man.
I'm sweating on this 13-point deficit by the Falcons here.
Hey, this is not a bowling tournament, bro. Let's go.
All right, here we go, Vance.
8:20 remaining here in this second half. 82-69. Spivey has it up top, goes around the corner.
Patience of this possession, Vance, down to 4 on the shot.
The ball is deflected. Great defense by the Falcons. Here comes Wendell Joseph. He kicks it off back over to Hollins Hamilton. Falcons need a bucket on this possession. They throw it into the corner where all the defenders are. Look out, and it is made! Delvin Hightower, great pass.
Hightower with a nice little tee up there with Wendell Joseph. Beautiful pass. And the finish by Hightower.
82-71. Here comes Dancer. Dancer on the glass.
The high floater kiss off the glass by Dancer, Vance. He's had a nice game tonight. He really has. He's made some threes. He's had a nice array of shots.
Well, he started it off tonight with 2 threes in a row. Joseph to the hole. Ooh, careful over there. Look out.
Every pass.
Heads up. 9 on the shot clock. Hightower up, has the shot blocked, and it is rejected by Snyder, and here come the Rams. 13-point lead, 7 minutes to go here in this second half. 155 points total scored, and there's still a little under 7 minutes to go. They feed it down low to Cobb. Kick it over to Spivey. Spivey with a wide open look, and Jess Spivey out of Sierra High School drops it. The sophomore, 6'5", 190 pounds. Hightower back over to Time. Time comes in, gets hit on the head, off the glass, doesn't get it go. Here's a wide open look. They need it, and they get it from Lloyd Hanna.
Nice answer there by Hanna. That was a must-score basket there by Hanna.
5 new Fresno City Ram players. Well, I shouldn't say new. We've seen them all night. They're waiting to come in. Next dead ball.
Another patient possession here by Fresno City. I think they're starting to look at the clock a little bit.
Oh, crazy pass, and it ends up being a walk. And Coach Maddock basically saying, look, we've been doing this all night, guys. How could that not work? But it's a walk, a rare walk. 5 new Rams come on, and only 1 new Falcon comes on.
Vance, you almost see a little bit of really very uncomfortable posture when they have to hold the ball more than 10 to 15 seconds if you're a Fresno City Ram. They like to go.
Of course. There's a long ball by Scott. Oh, he doesn't get it to go. That would have been a huge one. Would have brought it within 10. He misses. Here comes Fresno City in the hands of Milholland. Rico. Pierce. Coach Maddock calls out the play with 15 seconds on the shot clock. 5:28 to go in the second half. Pierce, a strong move inside. Big move inside by the El Camino High School, Oceanside, California native. And there's a pass, but the great defense, and that's going to be a foul. We're going to see Darius Scott go to the line.
Ooh, they're getting big now, Vance, if you're a Falcon fan. Each possession, we're down to 5 minutes to go here, 5:15 to be exact. Each possession is going to be pretty much crucial from here on out. When you're down 15, we talked about it being a game of runs. They're going to need a big run right now if they're going to contest this Fresno City team with not a lot of time left.
Darius Scott makes the first, and the Falcons not all the way back across half court. They're going to meet them at least at the three-point arc as we see TJ Johnson come back in for Ricardo Time.
Looks like they're going to try to set up a little full court pressure here. Obviously going to have to, I hate to say push the pace, but they're going to have to.
It's a mathematic game now, Bo, with as quick and as accurate as these Rams have been.
Well, we knew the clock was eventually going to become an opponent for Fresno for the Falcons.
Oh, wow. Jonah Brown, the Clovis High School freshman. And we're seeing him play last year in the Valley, and he is a shooter.
16-point lead. Matches the largest of the night. Step back three.
Looks good. And good. Darius Scott with a big one. Back to that 13-point lead.
Beautiful step back there by Scott.
Pass down low. Good looking there by Eric Pierce, but unfortunately, Zach Savage wasn't ready for it, and now we see Eric Hollins-Hamilton back in, and Coach Maddox says, Coach Arce, you're going to put one guy in? I'm putting 5 more guys in.
We just saw a great look on the replay there by Scott on that step back three. He really showed some nice range there, nice touch. Brought him back within 13 once again. We keep saying that number 13, man.
Yeah.
They're going to have to
Unlucky, isn't it?
They got to get in single digits. They get into single digits at three possession game, and still a lot of time.
.420 left in the second half. Oh, great look down low. Beautiful pass and up off the glass is Hollins-Hamilton. It's within 11 with 4:12 remaining here in the second half.
Maybe one of the biggest possessions of the game right here, Vance. They need to stop. The Falcons really have to get a stop in order to get it within single digits.
They've got Dancer in the corner behind Nuno. Now he brings it back out to Cobb. Cobb has it, and Coach Maddox willing to let it get to 10 seconds. But look at this. Cobb comes down low. Dancer from up top, and he drains it.
That was a well-contested shot there by Time.
Sure was.
Made a nice shot. Unbelievable shooting tonight by Fresno City. It's been the story of the night, Vance. There's no question about it.
Time has the ball deflected, and he's able to hang on to it. The ball was knocked out of his hands while he was in the air. 12-point deficit, 3:25 to go here on NorCal Sports TV.
You cannot trade any 2s for 3s against these guys, Vance. You got to get some stops. 12-point lead.
Spivey thought about it for a second. Coach Maddox said, "That's all right. You'll get another shot." Back door, Dancer. Wow.
Tell you what, Vance, Dancer has impressed me. He's really had a lot of good finishes. He shoots the ball well, plays with a lot of energy.
For a freshman, he's got such great poise.
He can play.
14-point lead, under 3 to go here. And Time pulls up and knocks it down. Ricardo Time, he's starting to feel it. 12-point lead now for the Rams. And Coach Maddox wants a timeout with 2:43. He calls a full timeout. It's a full one here on NorCal Sports TV. 2:43 remaining.
Look at Time on the stop and dime right there. Beautiful shot. 12-point lead, Vance. We are at the moment where I think the Falcons are on life support in terms of needing a stop. They've got to get it. You can't win the game if it's not in single digits. Let's put it that way.
Once again, this great Central Valley Conference contest on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by West Hills College Coalinga, Paris Ranch Inn and Restaurant, Fit Pro Go, the most delicious shake ever, made from real California milk, gluten and lactose free. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? And Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to hotel meeting rooms with a new location in Fresno.
Vance, I'm going to need a Fit Pro after this game, man. I'm exhausted.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to need a meeting room on demand in Fresno.
You know,
Next time.
Tell you what, it's been a heck of a ride here, man. I don't know what's going to happen here at the end, but I know if you're a Fresno City fan, you're happy. You're up by 12, and if you're a Fear the Flock fan of the Falcons, you better get it going right now.
Well, you're in that situation, Bo, where you're going to need to be taking risks against a team that doesn't even phase.
You have to. It's going to be tough, but you know what, Vance? Game of runs, once again. Do the Falcons have enough for one more big run? Is Fresno City going to miss a shot in the last 2 minutes?
I don't know. 97-85. Cobb back over here to Milholland with 14 on the shot clock.
They're obviously going to run it down and use clock. Is this a stop they're going to get?
Dancer pump fakes, comes in, puts it up, and it will be, they're going to say it's a blocking foul down low. Coach Arce can't believe it. He wants to talk to the official.
We're going to try to get a good look at this, Vance. Obviously, we're in crucial stages of the ball game. Here it is right here. Penetration by Dancer. He goes hard, and I'm going to have to agree he did move under him a little bit. So tough call if you're a Falcon fan. It's exactly what you wanted if you're a Ram fan, and Dancer gets the first one to go, lead it back to 13.
98-85, 13-point lead for the Rams, and now it's a 13-point still. He rattled that one out, and the first one wasn't convincing either for that sharpshooter from behind the arc. And here comes West Hills. Delvin Hightower, gotta go. Hands to Darius Scott. Scott, heart of the hole, no whistle. Great acting by Dancer. Goes in, Georgie Dancer.
I want to say flop Vance, but I don't think he did. He took an elbow to the chest.
The Bakersfield native, Delvin Hightower, gave him a little English from Foothill High School, and Dancer went back.
That was a pretty good call if you're a Falcon fan. He took an elbow to the chest there on the push-off, got away with it.
Physical play is always a relative term.
Yep,
depending on what era you come from and depending on when you're playing, you know.
There are many guys who would have loved that play.
A lot of the West Hills fans love the no call. It's a lot of contact. They like it. How about this? 98-87, 12-point deficit for the Falcons to try to overcome here in 1:55 remaining here. Full court press getting put on by West Hills. It's go time now.
Yeah. Big possession. Maybe the possession of the ball game right here, Vance.
And Darius Scott takes the first gamble.
Coach Arce not happy with that call. But they have fouls to give, Vance, so eventually they are going to have to foul. So no problem on the aggressive try for the steal there.
1:45 and counting here left in this second half. 98-87. Nuno has it up top. Dancer's going to set a high pick for him on his right. 8 on the shot clock. Nuno comes in, stops. Everybody in the gym wants to travel. They don't get the call. Spivey pump fakes. 3 guys on him. Oh, wow, what a bucket by Jess Spivey.
I hate to use the word dagger, Vance, but that was a dagger, that shot right there. Very tough shot.
Hightower comes in, stops. Shots need to go up. There's one. Oh, and it goes by Winder Joseph. What a bucket and a timeout called by Mark Arce with 1:07. It's a 10-point ball game. 190 points scored in 38 minutes and 53 seconds. It has been an absolute score fest tonight here at West Hills Community College. But what do you have?
Well, here's a nice look there by Joseph. Highly contested 3, gets it to go. And the Falcons could have used many more of those for the rest of the night.
I'll tell you what, look at Spivey. Pump fake. 1, 2, 3
Falcons.
contested.
Kind of the story of the night, Vance, if you ask me. I mean, every shot seems to have fallen for the Rams tonight, and it's just they haven't been able to get over the hump if you're a Falcon.
Hope you're enjoying all of this on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Vance Palm with Bo Redstone and Dre Avalos with us as well. How about this? Harris Ranch Inn and Restaurants, a showcase for one of the West's most prominent ranching brands. Located midway between Los Angeles and San Francisco, this family-owned business has welcomed generations of travelers, serving as stewards of California's heartland and ambassadors of authentic Western hospitality. Whether guests arrive by car or by plane on the property's private landing strip, Harris Ranch Inn and Restaurant is a culinary destination and a restful stop. Located in the town of Coalinga, south of Visalia, drivers have easy access from Interstate 5 to multiple restaurant experiences, a country store stocked with local goodies for taking home or giving as gifts, and a comfortable hacienda-style inn to rest for at least a night. We have several events and promotions this February. Go to harrisranch.com for details.
Okay, Vance, here we go. Another opportunity to get it in single digits.
A minute exactly left. 100-90. And now Coach Maddock pulling everybody back. Milholland says, I'm going in, Coach.
Wow, he kept it in the right hand, Milholland.
He looked over at his coach and said, hey, they gave me the lane.
Well, Coach wants that clock to keep going. That's the only thing that can keep the Falcons in the game right now.
Missed shot by time. Full court pressure getting put on by the Falcons. Half a minute to go here. Nuno over to Spivey. Spivey pulls it back, and there's a foul by Winder Joseph. 102 to 90. 29 seconds remains in this second half.
Van's going to note for you, the West Hills Falcons have missed 8 layups tonight. They were pretty much very makeable, and it results in, that's 16 points, Vance, and if you look at the score, it's a 12-point game, so you got to make those close ones.
And a quick foul, and a little bit more demonstrative by Milholland than the actual foul by Winder Joseph, so Coach Maddock has to ask for what he can ask for. Not going to get it.
28 seconds remaining. Fresno City in control. Bonus time. Tyus Milholland, good free throw shooter, good three-point shooter, good player. I jinxed him, Vance. Here we go.
Hannah up top. That ball's got to go up.
Winder Joseph for 3, no dice. Dancer up high for the rebound.
And I think Arcee's going to pull them off now. No, they do commit one last foul. 14 seconds, 102 to 90. Coach Arcee trying to let his players just back away, but the Falcons didn't hear it, committed the foul.
Well, I think the crowd here has kind of realized the inevitable. 12-point lead, 14 seconds left. Fresno City in control. Really a heck of a game, though, Vance. I got to give credit to the Rams tonight. They really, really played well, shot the ball extremely well. They earned it tonight.
At the line is just Spivey, and he misses. How ironic.
Yeah.
And Hightower pulls, and he misses that shot, and I think that's going to be it. 102 to 90, the final score here at West Hills Community College, and the two coaches shake hands, and you can tell they have a lot of high mutual respect for each other. And that was a real nice performance by the Fresno City Rams. And in a few seconds, we're going to have Dre Avalos, and I think she's going to be interviewing Georgie Dancer when we get a chance and get ready for her. And we've got some closing comments. I certainly want to get Bo's thoughts on this, but 102 to 90, just a really impressive showing by the number 1 team in this conference and the number 7 team in the state. And the West Hills Community College Falcons just did a great job. They played really well tonight. They just ran into this major buzzsaw of Fresno City Rams scoring tonight, and Vern Vegsdale will ultimately give me some stats, and we can talk some things over in just a moment. But I know that, Coach Arcee's going to have some nice comments about his players. It was a nice showing tonight. Players played well. And the Fresno City guys, the fans letting everybody know who's number 1 in the conference and who's number 7 in the state. So,
well, Vance, if you're a junior college basketball fan, that was a great ball game.
It sure was. And now let's go over to Dre Avalos. Dre.
I'm with the Fresno City Rams. Georgie Dancer, you ended with 20 points tonight. You ended their 5-game winning streak. You guys just picked up your 3rd win in a row. How does this win feel?
It's great. We feel like we sealed the league title, and we still got 2 more tough games to go. But we worked so hard that I feel like we're going to coast in the playoffs pretty easily here.
So does this confidence from this win help you in the next 2 games?
Oh, most definitely. They're a very good team. We prepared really hard for them this whole week. We just came in here and gave it our all, and we came out on top, got the W.
All right, well, great game tonight, and good luck the rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Dre. Appreciate that. And you hear the confidence from Georgie Dancer. He's saying, hey, I think we're going to breeze through the playoffs here. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, after you win a game like that, obviously very highly competitive, gives the Fresno City Rams a lot of confidence. They obviously played well, shot it extremely well. And that, again, Vance, that was the difference of the ball game. They shot such a high clip tonight. You got to give credit to the Rams and what they did on the road here at the West Hills Falcons gym.
Well, on behalf of everybody here at NorCal Sports TV, for Dre Avalos and for Dion and everybody that put this together, what a great night tonight. Our thanks to West Hills Community College. It was a blast, 102-90. I think you said it best. It was a tennis crowd, just heads going back and forth all night. Coach RC and his team played very, very well, but when you play against a team like Fresno City, who, Bo, I've never, ever, in all my years of doing this, I have never seen a team play 15, 17 guys and never have there be a letdown. It just keeps going and keeps coming at you.
Well, there's, you can attribute a lot of things to that. I mean, obviously their coach does a fantastic job getting guys to play his style of basketball. He recruits the guys he wants within that style, and they do a great job. I mean, they come out, they shoot the lights out like they did tonight. They're a very good basketball team, 22-4. Again, they're not ranked 7 in the state for no reason at all. They can really play. If you take a look at the Central Valley Conference there right now, Fresno City is on top, 11-1. They have a 2-game lead over West Hills at 9-3. Columbia 8-3. Will have a chance to possibly tie, depending on what happens tonight. Sequoia's at 7-4. Reedley 4-7, and then of course Porterville, Saracosa, Merced, all tying for that last position. So there you go, Vance. It's again a very competitive conference. The CVC is one of my favorite conferences to watch basketball, and I think tonight was a good reason why.
For Dre and Bo and Dion and everybody here at NorCal Sports TV, and of course Eric and Coach RC here at West Hills Community College, thanks for the great invite. It's been an absolute blast. Have a great weekend. Fresno City wins 102-90.